Hi there, it is me, DdudeGames, and today I'm going to be comparing and contrasting old keyboards versus slightly newer keyboards, or I guess old school versus new school in a weird way, but let's get right into it. This is a Microsoft keyboard from either 2001, 2002, one of the, I know for a fact it's either early 2000s or maybe very late 90s, but most likely early 2000s. But what I can tell you is this design is very interesting shaped. It's like not like a perfect square. It's kind of like a obtuse looking square. I don't know, but it's a strange shape all the way around. It has a lot of interesting like buttons. Like at the top has like a mail button, like send emails probably back in the day. Search, favorite, web home. Don't know if these are useful today. Maybe they are. Not too sure. You can open up a calculator button. That's pretty cool. So you can just, it's a hotkey for a calculator, but I'm sure you could somehow map these buttons to a calculator key, but it's kind of cool. It has a dedicated calculator button, which is something that I didn't really think would be kind of useful, but it probably is. Probably back in the day, especially if you were at a office job or some type of need for a calculator right on the go and not having to just open it as a normal program. But anyways, it's kind of interesting. The buttons or the keys kind of feel, they sound really good. I like the keys. Even these buttons have a good like tactile feel to them. I do feel like it is a very rugged keyboard. You could probably hit someone with it and it would probably still be fine. And it's interesting, I had to get an adapter for it because it uses, I believe, a PS2 cable and its own like dedicated keyboard plug, I think. I don't know. It's interesting. It's just all USBs, micro USBs. Kind of interesting in that aspect. And then we'll move up to the more modern-ish Corsair keyboard. It has RGB and all these neat little buttons. Kind of some interesting thing. All volume up and down, pause, play, fast forward. It's the same num lock pretty much. I don't know what one would have more features. I would assume this one does, but I mean, this thing has a calculator button, so that's pretty sick. The keys do give off a slightly different noise, not by much. Like comfortability feels strange having, and this has more of a better hand rest, I feel like, but yeah, I do like the visual comparisons between the two. What I would say looks more sleek is definitely this one. This one, not very modern looking. Definitely has aged not the greatest, but I do feel like there could be some benefits to be using a older keyboard rather than a newer Corsair one. I don't know what those benefits would be. Maybe I've heard these, you get less input delays from what I heard. I don't know how true that is. It could be, because I've heard some gamers, like, I don't know how well it is, but it's what I've heard. I'm not an expert on specs and all that type of stuff, but yes, these are the comparisons, and we will be sure to test them out and see which one is better. Alright, so we have the old school keyboard hooked up. It is working, I believe. Well, it seems to work. I want to see if this calculator button works. Let's look. Oh my goodness, it works. That's crazy how it just automatically maps to that. Like, that's crazy that they still have that feature and it still works. That's funny. I'm gonna open up a text document. Oh, interesting. So we'll type in simple words, hi, bunch of random letters. Input delay, not too bad. From what I can tell, like kind of laying my wrist like this, it's just, you need something right here for my specific desk. Yeah, I mean, it works. It's a functional keyboard. If you are desperate and need a keyboard, I'm sure it's totally fine to just use this and just buy an adapter. It probably should be good for you. So after playing some Minecraft, you can see that it's not much of a delay input. I mean, maybe there is. I can't really tell. I don't think there is. This is probably, Minecraft is probably not the best game to test, but this is a functional keyboard and has everything you need, I guess. I don't know if the back button or stop, mail, I'm not too sure if these buttons work. I would assume they do because the calculator button worked. But yeah, from using it, it is not the most like comfortable. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm kind of like reaching for certain keys, kind of. But maybe it's just my fingers, or I don't know the real meaning of what. But I do feel like I feel like if I'm putting my wrist right here, I can't really like, I can reach the thumb button, but, or space bar, what I say, thumb button. I mean, it's functional. You just gotta get an adapter, or if your computer actually has the, I believe, PS2 port, then do it that way. But I think I'm gonna switch back to my modern keyboard. I switched back to my normal keyboard. I will say it's probably just like a bias thing, because you know I use this keyboard all the time. I like how I can just kind of lay my hand completely flat and just press the WASD buttons. Simple, nice, comfortability is as good as you'll get. Button wise, as I said, you can definitely program with these ones, but yeah, I definitely will say modern is the way to go. I'm sure if you want, like, this would be perfect for if you are making or building a retro gaming computer. I say go for the styles of actual hardware back in the day. And yeah, if you want to see more videos of me just like giving my thoughts and opinions on old keyboards, new keyboards, other stuff, please let me know. Anyways, I'm gonna play Minecraft, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.